Good evening. My name is Blair Overman, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about how to utilize visual schedules in your classrooms, be it in a general ed setting or in a special education self-contained classroom. We're first going to talk about why. I'm going to reference an individual that I had in my class, and let's call him Diego. Diego is a student who is deaf and autistic and could not transition from one activity to the other without an incident of physical aggression towards himself or others. This impacted his ability to work and complete steps throughout his day successfully. In order to do this, we implemented the use of a visual schedule paired with positive reinforcement. For him, it was a piece of a Skittle. Over time, Diego learned to navigate throughout his day in the self-contained classroom with one picture at a time, eventually moving to his entire schedule set up throughout the day, and finally being able to go into the general education with a schedule of what was expected of him step by step throughout a particular class. For example, art, where he participated with his general education peers. Research tells us that the use of visual schedules is important and can help promote independence for students. That would be working with a student at the time. Another type of schedule is a picture schedule utilizing icons from someplace like Boardmaker or Symbol Sticks, clip art, or other icons that you can find on the internet. When looking for icons to utilize, there are several resources that can be used, such as SetBC, Boardmaker Share, and many others when you search visual schedules for students with autism in Google. These icons are just representations, they're more like line drawings, and can be placed in a folder for a schedule that travels with a student, or on the wall is a stationary schedule where the student pulls the picture, potentially puts it in a finished pocket at the bottom of their schedule, or pulls the picture and matches to an area of the room. Another schedule would be with a smaller icon picture with a larger word for students who have emerging reading skills and are learning to identify words as whole word readers. This is a higher level schedule. The final schedule is just a written schedule with words. This could be written down on a piece of paper, a sticky note, or actually on schedule pieces that are velcroed to a schedule on the wall, and the student pulls and transitions with those throughout the classroom. Over time, you will learn what works best for your student, whether or not they need an actual object, a combination of objects. There are several steps to implementing a visual schedule. One is determining what type of schedule a student needs. Do they need an object schedule? Do they need a picture with words, a words only schedule, or a real picture schedule? An object schedule is one where the student takes an actual object, such as a spoon, to represent eating, and matches it to a corresponding spoon at the place where they should be eating. This spoon represents not only breakfast, but lunch and snack time as well. You can also utilize objects such as a hand brace to signify physical therapy, or hand sanitizer to symbolize washing hands, a crayon to symbolize works, and so on and so forth. These objects can be displayed on the wall or can be handed by the teacher as a teacher-directed schedule to the student at the time that it is time to transition from one activity to the next. Another type of schedule is an actual real picture schedule where you go and take pictures of the objects, places, and things the student's going to utilize. For example, going to the cafeteria and taking a picture of the actual cafeteria, taking a picture of the playground for recess, the gym for PE, and the workstation or a picture of the teacher for work with teacher time. These are actual representations of what and who the student will be seeing. If it's not going to be the teacher, there might be a picture of the paraprofessional and pictures, and so on and so forth. When you look and start utilizing visual schedules, remember that it's individualized to each student. Not every student will use the exact same type of schedule throughout their day. Also, take the time to get to know your student and what reinforces them. Utilizing these schedules and reinforcers throughout their day will help with transition and learning to become independent and utilizing their schedule. It will make problem behaviors decrease throughout your day. You may be wondering why utilize a visual schedule. Students should just be able to follow my directions. Verbally, I shouldn't need to show them what to do. They should just do what I say because I say so. Well, the truth is, you utilize a visual schedule every day. Do you have a calendar, an iPhone, an Android, something that has a task list? Do you have a grocery list of what you need to buy? Do you have a schedule of when you need to have report cards and grades turned in for your classes? Do you know when your IEP meetings are going to be conducted? Do you know when holiday break is? All of those things are schedules for you, and you have them in printed form or in digital form at your disposal every day. The same thing happens with visual schedules. So take the time, get to know your students, and utilize a visual schedule with them. You'll be surprised at the positive impact it can have on their independence and reduction in behavior that happens during transitions.